across the globe. Thank you, as always, for tuning into my 2629th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. Traders, thanks for tuning in. This video coming at you on a Tuesday night for trading. It is Tuesday, right? For trading Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. Remember how risky trading can be? It's, Monday, busy, crazy. Tuesday, even more crazy. We had all kinds of trades set up. We got in, we couldn't get in, we did get in. Crazy out there lately, right? So remember the risks behind trading. Put your stops in, put them in first. Never, ever trade without stops. Now, we left off in last night's video, and I mentioned that the high price of bonds, or I should say at least, why would high bond yields, the return you're getting on bonds, why would that eventually become bullish for stocks where in the beginning, when yields or rates first go up, it's bearish for stocks, and that is true. But why does it change at some point? Something I said I would mention in tonight's video, so I thought I would make that a little clearer. In the beginning, when those rates go up, it absolutely puts weight on the stocks, and there's a lot of companies that had made deals with cheaper interest rates, and now those companies are, the payments are due and the rates go higher, all sorts of things like that in the beginning. All kinds of reasons, put weight on the stock market. Then when bonds start to get up to a certain point where you get so much interest in bonds, it makes more sense to put money in bonds than stocks. That's another trigger, and then something else happens even bigger. Once so much money has gotten made on the interest of your money in the banks, you put it back in the stock market. That is what happens. That's the cycle, kids. Eventually, all that money that the Fed gives out ends up back in stocks. So they will live. Both of them can live with interest rates, and stocks can live going up together, but at first it creates a bit of a problem for the stock market, and eventually it helps the stock market go even higher. We'll talk about that in the future. That's not happening right now, kids. I just wanted to make that clear because I left you hanging in last night's video. What else is going on? Well, number one on the board, I'm so excited about this. Kids, are you ready? There is an OMNIAC gathering coming in Denver, Colorado, August 24th through 27th. I will be there at the famous Gaylord Hotel, the convention center, the beautiful convention center in Denver, Colorado. Well, guess what? Us OMNIACs are going to meet there, and I am there for a special reason. I am going to the Denver, Colorado convention. It's called the Web3 Rare EVO Convention Center, and there's a reason for that, because Rare EVO is putting on this killer Web3 event. It's the biggest event of the year, and I have to tell you what Web3 is and what we're doing. I have been building a company with Mr. Niall Henson, infamous Mr. Niall Henson, and a fantastic crew that has also assembled with us. We have been keeping it quiet, but we are coming out gangbusters, coming out big time for our activation, or our debutante ball, if you will, to introduce technotainment streaming media to the world. I kid you not, you people are going to love this. What we're doing is we are coming to the intersection of technology and entertainment. Where technology and entertainment meet, Web3 technology and entertainment, blockchain and entertainment, that, my friends, is technotainment streaming media. We will be bringing that to you. I will be presenting there at the Rare EVO Web3 event. I want you to be there. Technotainment streaming media is going to change the world, kids. Make sure you're there. Rare EVO. Be there for the 24th through the 27th and see something that will reshape the way you look at technology and entertainment. Number one on the board. OMNIAC gathering, Denver, Colorado, Gaylord Hotel. You've heard this all, August 24th through 27th. I will meet you there at the intersection where technology meets entertainment, kids, because that is technotainment. And boy, am I involved in this company. You guys are going to love it. If you show up, by the way, not only will you get to meet me, you'll get to meet the infamous Niall Henson and most of our crew. We've got a fantastic crew of geniuses we've put together to build this company, and a lot of them will be there. So make sure you're there on the 24th through the 27th. There'll be information below this video. If you would like to meet me, make sure you contact me. Let's move forward. Can't wait for this to happen in a couple of days in Denver. Omni, number 2 on the board. Omni goes neutral for E-mini, S&P, and NASDAQ. An ugly look is developing on the charts, if you ask me, with the Omni being neutral. And I'd love to show you those charts right now. Traders, make sure you subscribe to these videos. But bigger than that, make sure you are there at the OMNIAC gathering in Denver, where Technotainment will have its coming out party, if you will, its debutante ball. Be there for that. Plus, we'll look at some charts. We'll do some Omni stuff. You know how that works. Omni goes everywhere I go. But this is truly exciting. It's innovative. It is disruptive to the industry. It is fantastic stuff. Make sure you join me in Denver to see what we're producing for you. All right, traders. So the charts, as I mentioned, look, they're starting to get some kind of an ugly look to them. I'm going to sell rallies tonight. The Omni's neutral. But the way these charts look tell me I should be selling rallies in even the S&P and NASDAQ, and that's what we're probably going to do if we can get a fill. I want to show you the charts. Remember, before we look at these charts, we do everything in our power to keep our emotions out of trading. It's the worst thing you can do is to make emotional decisions. You can make a smart decision like come to the Rare EVO thing on the 24th through the 27th and meet me and Mr. Niall Henson. And you can make smart decisions like putting your stops in first. You can do stuff like that. And then you can say this to yourselves over and over again because I know it's going to help you. Are you ready? Do this with me. 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Emotions are rock and roll, kids. I will see you at Rare EVO in Denver this week. And now let's go look at some charts. Traders, the NASDAQ daily bar, you've seen this in every video. Remember right here, I was like, wow, look at that hold. And it held. And we had a nice rally after that. And another nice rally, which went right to a resistance level like it did here and here and here. And what did it do? It stopped and dropped and closed at the low. That's not the most healthiest bar I've ever seen. So very technical, right? It comes down to the average, holds, goes up to the line and drops, and the Omni then goes into a neutral bias right there. Very smart Omni. Maybe it's now going to change to bearish. I am going to pull an Oscarism trade and sell a rally in there if I can get a fill. Russell 2000. Now look at this. Remember we said, hey, it's holding that average, and it looks like it's holding a support line. Yeah, it does at first glance. I'm going to give you this very same chart. Let's take that support line, make it a little thinner, and look what is building here, kids. That is a bear flag building right there. So let's get a little bit of a jet through there, but that's no big deal. That, my friends, is a bear flag. That's starting to look ugly. Now let's take a look at the next chart, mini Dow. Same thing, looks like it's holding the average, right? But then you take a better look at it and you say, well, I don't know, isn't that a bear flag too? I think it is. I mean, it certainly looks like a bear flag to me. So now Omni has gone neutral. It's not asking us to buy any longer. And we have a formation that the whole rest of the world can see too, called the bear flag. I think it'll just take care of itself on Wednesday. Dow Jones Weekly. Now, just to remind you that the world's not coming to an end, kids. We're just having a summer pullback. Everybody cool out here. Here's why. The Dow Jones Weekly, this was the all-time highs that ever traded, right? We are right here. I mean, if we just went here, we're at all-time highs, forever highs. This was the COVID low, which is nowhere near the actual lows, and it's that far away. And look how far away we are from the highs. Don't get nervous, kids. Make sure you come join me at livewithoscar.com. And most of all, I will see you August 24th through 27th, Rare Bloom Technotainment Streaming Media in Denver, Colorado.